Last time I made the video, it was about a major fuck up we did with the gearbox. So I didn't want to post any more videos until I actually sorted the problem out and found a solution, because we pretty much or nearly had to start from the scratch. Because all the gearbox, good reliable solutions, they were very expensive. So I have to be honest with you, I was kind of pissed off at the beginning, because that problem sets me back about, I don't know, 3-4 weeks probably of work. You know, so much work wasted. Not on the turbo system, luckily, because all that stays, but obviously on the gearbox mounts, engine mounts, and cross membrane and all that stuff. A lot of thinking and designing and all that bullshit went to scrap. So I was kind of pissed off, went home, and my missus, obviously, she saw it already and was like, well, you're quite angry, what's happened? I said, no, don't worry about it. And he was like, well, I know something's wrong. So I told her the story about this. And she said, well, you know what, instead of being pissed off, just what would you do? Because usually that's how you solve the problems. I said, if that was your car, this is the solution you will do, because usually that's how you come up with the good ideas. Well, good ideas, according to myself. They may be shit, but you know, usually they work. So let's call them good ideas. Let's call them good ideas. Let's make me happy. So I say, well, you know what? If that was my car, I would just, you know, remove everything, fuck off, scrap all that gearbox, all that nonsense idea, and just put everything from the Golf, or let's call it Golf, everything, the subframe, the suspensions, the top mounts, brakes. So I'm actually going to do a job, a maybe slightly bigger job, but we're going to improve everything, from brakes to stability to roll center to handling to absolutely bloody everything. And then if you have to service it, the whole back of your T2 is actually a Golf Mach 5, for example. I'm saying Mach 5 because it's exactly what we're using. So let me show you. This is the engine position. It's actually bolted, you see, engine mounts there, engine mounts both sides. Bit of modifications, bit of different engine mounts, obviously, than original ones. But it fits perfectly inside the chassis legs. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's plenty of space here. I got the same amount of space on the there where the pulley is, or maybe slightly more. All my turbo system luckily fits, so all of these can remain unchanged. I did have to, let me show you if maybe from this perspective you can see it. The engine has been clocked clockwise about a couple of degrees, so it actually can fit nicely in this bulkhead, and the center of the CV joint on the gearbox is exactly where it should be. This is my wheel center, which I took when I removed the suspension. Now the suspensions, they have to remove completely. You will say, why you have to fit, which is the Mach 5 complete subframe? Because the suspensions original on these, they come from here, and they will have to come this way. It's like a banana shape. Obviously we can't use it because we got the gearbox and the engine on the other side in that place. So the standard suspension, they had to go, which, to be honest, I'm happy with them, because I think they're pretty crap. It is easy to drop the car down, all the stuff, but you know, there's no comparison from this stuff to the modern stuff. And now with the modern stuff, with the Mach 5 Golf subframe suspension, everything original, this is going to be slightly wider. I think the tires, they're going to stick out about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, which doesn't bother me. I'm okay with this. I'm actually more than happy with this. Nick said, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck to keep it all original. We're gonna, however, go into the body shop and trying to reproduce these fenders, make them wider, but they have to look as much original as possible, same shape. So kind of compromise, you know, because it still is a cool car. What else? I think this is how Volkswagen should have done it at the beginning, you know, because everything just fits nicely, and we have enough space between the chassis legs, so the chassis don't have to be compromised, and we have enough space for the suspension top mounts and everything. So I think this should be done in the first place. But again, when my wife said, why you don't do it, why you haven't done it as you will think to do it, or if that car was your own. Because I said, because my ideas sometimes they quite extreme, and people are scared of the stuff that hasn't been done before, that hasn't been tested before, and I get it, because you're taking risk. I mean, spending a lot of money, and it's like, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do something that hasn't been done before. I think it's gonna work. But most people say, you know what, I'm not taking those chances. Let's do what has been done before, has been proven that it works quite all right. Well, we've done it. And what we've done before with the flipped Volkswagen Passat gearbox, it will work all right if the car was slammed on the floor, because the CV joints angle was too extreme, and we just keep breaking the CV joints. The CV boots, and in consequence CV joints, because there was no grease, like I see in the previous videos. So in this case, everything works as original. CV joints and the drive shafts all completely straight. You got the modern brakes, modern hubs, modern shocks, springs, top mounts. And if you have to service anything, this is just Golf Mach 5, 1.9 TDI on the back. Everything. Yes, we have to do some modifications, like for example, this like the piston. I love it. This will have to be mounted remotely. So what I will have to do, let me show you. The back of this, I will have to make like adapter plate and another plate similar to this on the back of the engine, and then connect them with the braided hoses. So I can actually put it whatever inside the engine bay we like. You can put it on the engine in a different position, on the chassis. I mean, whatever we think is best, Same for the engine oil dipstick. These dipsticks on the Volkswagen, they well know to crack all the time because they're plastic and they're shit. So we're gonna upgrade that and put a dipstick whatever we want, So it's gonna be good solutions for everything. I'm very pleased with the outcome. The worst or the most difficult job still has to come, because now I have to put in position, the right position, the subframe and the top mounts and everything. So that will decide the whole geometry of the suspensions on the back, and it is quite important. So yeah, I'm hoping to have the subframe bolted to the chassis by Friday probably. Today is Wednesday, so yeah, a bit optimistic. But next week, definitely, I think I'm gonna have this car with the engine in, suspensions and everything, with the wheels on the ground, rolling on his own wheels. So I'm hoping to see you soon. I hope you like it. I don't think it is extreme, as it may look like at the beginning. It's not extreme at all. I think this is a better solution. This is a way to go, to be honest. But I may be wrong. Let's see the results, because the results actually talk.